Those of you who think Tony and Phil are the professional chefs, it's my daughter. Not my son. Partner. Okay, so yesterday I was 70. What a shock, eh? But one thing that I've got is that I feel just like I did when I was 60. I feel sometimes even younger than when I was 60. Oh, nobody's videoing this.
Yes.
I hope so.
And I can actually still do most of the things I could do when I was 60, except remember people's names. As Graham knows well, don't he?
Runs in the family.
So I think I'm just going to take a bit of time to introduce a few people here. I know you're all thinking it's time to go home, and hopefully you've met each other this evening anyway. But anyway, my 4 children, Henry, you've got to just say, Henry, where's Tom?
Yeah.
Where's Tom?
All 5 foot behind the tree.
Chloe. Yeah. A lot of people here don't even know that I've got 4 children. Oh, didn't I tell you? Joe and then Claire. And then their partners and my lovely, lovely 2 granddaughters here. They've become very, very strong-willed feminists, which I'm really proud of. Ron and Arlene, from all the way from America, my brother.
Oh, you found out the present.
Be cleaning the toilet up or something. Oh, she's there. Okay, now then. My oldest friend, that is the person, except for my brother here, that I've known the longest in this whole gathering, is my dear friend here, Owen. When my brother and my ex were students at Bangor University, they actually shared lodgings with Mrs. Hughes, who was Owen's mom, and that was like 53 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've worked out, Owen, that you are my longest standing friend here. No, not the oldest, the longest standing. My oldest friend, Whit, had to go before. Did you see the old elderly gentleman? And he is 95 actually. But I used to be his boss in college, and yet we've stayed friendly ever since. He's such a gentleman. He's not here to hear this, sadly, but and the exes are here. There's Chris and Suzanne, wherever she is, the partner. And we've also got Meryl here, who is not my ex, but is Graham's ex. And Terry and Jackie and Brian and Sam, who are Graham's friends from a long time ago. It's great that you could come all the way from London or Hereford, Gloucester. Is it Gloucester?
Gloucester.
Yeah. My dear friend Jill. Jill's sitting down here. Jill and I met working in college. How many years ago? I don't know how many years. A long time ago. Tom wasn't born, so it's 35 years or something. And we've stayed at friends ever since. And we've had some great holidays together, and we've been through some really tough times together, haven't we? And supported each other. And she's made it all the way. She didn't go out much, did you? Right, some of my ex-work colleagues, Whit, who's gone home, who always used to describe me as the best boss he's ever had. But also the best boss that I ever had. He's sitting down there, Dave, waving to us all. Dave was a person that appointed me to work in Llandrillo College I think that was about 35 years ago. And he was the head of business studies then. And in my interview, I was asked by the principal how I would cope with a full-time job and 3 children. And actually Dave complained about it, didn't you, and got the unions involved because he was totally out of order asking a woman, because you would never ask a man anything like that. No. How I was going to, and they didn't know that at the time my children didn't actually live with me anyway. So it was like, and I started explaining to this principal how actually I didn't live with my children and all that kind of thing, and it was all very embarrassing for everybody. But Dave was fantastic, and he was a fantastic boss. In those days, a fantastic boss was whoever paid for the beer. It's all changed now. I mean, management is so different now, isn't it? But in those days, it was who paid for the beer, and he was great at paying for the beer and walking up mountains and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Right, so Del and Sally have gone, but Bikes Betters has become a very important part of Graham and my life. And our best landlords, Del and Sally have just left actually, but they were here too. And my neighbours, the people who bake the baked potatoes. So these are my neighbours from the top here, and they put up a wall with all the junk in the garden and all the cars. We did have an old car and an old boat and all this rubbish in the garden, and it all went, including this person, my ex, all the junk in the garden. Half of it belongs to him still.
Get that in.
There's people from Betters here as well. Those of you, I'm involved in Betters Tourism Association. They're all over there. And this is the first time you've been to my house, isn't it? Because like we have one like in Betters and one like here. But actually we do feel very at home in Betters, and we've been made to feel very welcome there. And it's like our second home, isn't it, Graham?
Very nice.
Bewdley Mountaineering Club. Hooray! I've now been a member of Bewdley Mountaineering Club for again about how many years? 30? Eh? 36, 37, 38 years, I can't remember actually. And there's a whole bunch of them come to celebrate with me today, from quite a long way actually, from the Midlands and all over. Lots of other local friends and neighbours and relatives, not relatives, Graham's friends from London, we've done all that. Some of my Thursday cycling group here, Paul and Anne, and 2 of them that are just left. Right, so some of you might know that I'm into cycling. Not only do we own a bike shop, but I'm also like a cycle leader, and I want to introduce you to these 3 ladies here, who are also Breeze cycle leaders. But the lady in the middle, Alex, really believed in me and started saying, "You ought to become a cycle leader." And I said, "What, me?" So she first of all got me doing a cycle leader, and then a mountain bike leaders course, and then a mountain bike coach course.
You're brilliant, Louise, absolutely brilliant.
And basically what I do is take women out really at quite a basic level on mountain bikes, and we use some of our bikes in the shop and that sort of thing. But she really believed in me, didn't you, Alex?
Well, you're fantastic, honestly. You're absolutely amazing. We love you, honestly. Yeah. And also the way you've brought on other women is just inspirational as well.
It is good, because
so
when I
good.
put a ride on, they usually fill up straight away, don't they?
You've got a very loyal following, very quickly.
And I'm going to read you a poem, actually, a little thing. Do you mind? So this is off Graham's brother, who I've never actually even met. And anyway, It goes, I thought it was really sweet of him because I've never met him. It goes, Louise is 70, let's give her a cheer. She's partying today with Graham, so dear. In the land of Wales where the dragons play, they're celebrating big, it's Louise's birthday. The cake is enormous, of towering sight, with candles so many it lights up the night. Graham is ready with balloons and confetti.
I forgot that bit.
They'll dance all evening, I don't think so. They'll dance all evening, feet won't get sweaty. Louise with her wisdom, her humour so bright, she's the life of the party from morning to night. She tells a good joke with a wink and a grin, and always makes sure there's tonic, more tonic than gin. The sheep in the fields give a bar of delight. The stars in the sky are twinkling bright. For 70 years of laughter and cheer, we celebrate Louise with a great big cheer. So here's to Louise, so spry and so keen. At 70 years, she's the birthday queen. With Graham by her side, in the heart of Wales, they're writing today's tale of fun and fairy tales. Raise a toast to Louise as she dances and sings. May her days be as joyous as the Welsh mountain springs. With family, friends, so much to say. Happy 70th birthday, dear Louise. Hooray!
He doesn't know you well, does he?
No, do you know Brad?
I don't know, but which brother?
The one in Germany. The one in Germany. Yeah. Anyway, just a few. I forgot the most important person, Graham.
Who?
It's corny to say he's my rock, but we get on great together. We met actually, so I'll just tell you this. We met on it wasn't a dating site. We met on a site called Outdoor Friends, where you meet people to do outdoor things together. And he was going on some kayaking.
You didn't say that very well, did you?
He was going on a kayaking trip somewhere, and I thought, oh, that sounds good. So I said I'd go along. We sort of got to know each other online. Graham worked away abroad quite a lot, and so did I. We got to know each other quite well just online, and then we met up and went on this kayaking trip. Bear in mind, I'd never met him before.
Oh, don't tell the story about the tent. Just going to.
I never met him, and some of my friends were really worried about me going away with this man I'd never met before. And so when I got there, he booked the B&B, and he said, "Oh, by the way, sorry, they only had one room."
It's true.
Actually, it was all right. And the second night,
I'm going to come out looking really bad now.
we were in a tent, and he said, "I'll take the tent, it's all right, because it's got 2 compartments." So he put the tent up, and I was on the one side, and he got on the other, and he was in the
It was a neat trick.
One thing led to another, but not at that time. 3 weeks or 4 weeks or
Oh dear.
Anyway, he's so patient with me and my family, and he's just brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Just a few messages then about being 70. Keep on moving. My little motto is just keep moving. Whatever you're doing, just keep moving. Get up and keep moving. Walk up the stairs. Don't get on the lift and all that kind of thing. And that's what you've got to try and keep doing. Keep moving. Look after the earth. Suzanne, where are you? We're going to look after the earth, aren't we? Stop using Amazon. Tom, where are you, Tom? Stop using Amazon. Stop getting your Amazon parcels and to my house. Enjoy a bit of red wine and chocolate. And try and relax and enjoy life. Anyway, thank you all for coming.
Hooray.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Should we sing happy birthday?
Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Louise. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a drink. There's loads of pudding and a bit of have some cake as well. Oh, thank you.
That's your drink.
Cheers.